Hello everyone, this is Gent.
And I'm Phobos.
We're here with BronzeLeagueGaming, giving you a Diamond League right now that we got from this replay site. I forgot what it's called.
SC2 Replays?
SC2Replays.com.
Something like
But
that.
anyways, we got it and we decided to cast it for you. The name's already up. We got Rayrad as the red Zerg on the top left corner.
And on the top right corner, we have Broseidon as the blue Protoss. And this is on Jungle Basin here. So this is a very large map. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this game.
I'm interested to see if he will. Do you think Broseidon is going to? Yep, he is walling off that front right there. I'm guessing
that pylon's a little far back.
Yeah, but what I usually see from Protoss, this is Diamond. I usually see the Forge first on this map if they're going to do a wall off.
It makes sense. Looks like Broseidon is going to go ahead and scout in the wrong direction, so it's going to be a very long time before he meets his opponent there.
If Rayrad does scout in the right direction and he did 6-pull, he would do lots of damage, knowing that after Broseidon scouts that bottom right, he's going to scout the bottom left, and he's going to find the Zerg last. So
we do have that extractor pool already up for Rayrad here.
So he is going for fast. Got it before the pull. He's going for speedlings pretty quick.
There's nothing on that.
Yeah.
And he's not making anything. What's he doing?
What's he doing?
He's going for
he's going. He's trying to. Yeah, he's going for a spawning pool.
But there's still nothing on that extractor. Seems like a waste of a drone to me. We do have a gateway coming up first for Broseidon, and it looks like
Rayrad's scouting the wrong direction too. So
as well.
But he will be able to see it with his Overlord. So.
Oh, eventually. Those things are so freaking slow.
And I think we are getting gas income for the Zerg player now, so getting pretty standard play for Broseidon.
Oh, we did. So he did go ahead and put those on.
So we will be seeing speedlings pretty quick. So it looks like just pretty standard play, nothing too cheesy. So and we are getting the
on this map. If he's gonna figure out where that Overlord is gonna spot this pretty soon here. And those speedlings if he doesn't finish that wall off, those speedlings are going to do a lot of damage.
It'll do a lot of damage. So he is getting a queen out to help reduce those.
Get a couple more lings out on the board quicker.
And if I were the Zerg, I would just expand again if I were the Zerg in a better position.
See the
Zergling
speedlings research coming out now. That queen is about halfway done. We do see a forge coming down. See if there's a wall off here.
And he is going to start getting that gateway research anytime now.
Maybe
soon.
I think he's more.
There
it goes. And here comes the probe. Looks like the Overlord is just on.
And he is getting a Baneling nest against Protoss. I don't really agree with that.
It's gonna break the wall.
But Banelings are not very that good against Protoss, really. So. It can break the wall, but at a cost of a lot of units.
A lot of Banelings, yeah. But, this early in the game, if you can get into the mineral line, you don't need a whole lot. That warp gate is about a third of the way out.
He does have that wall successfully walled off with that Zealot. I don't think anything can get past that little slot above him.
I don't know. Is that enough space?
I have no idea.
Turn my wheel off. So we do have a photon cannon, which will provide nice defense against these Zerglings. Keep them at bay long enough.
I usually only see the photon cannons against if they're 6-pulling or 7-pulling, or if they're going roach all in. So he's playing very defensive.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree with this decision because you keep the Zealot there, have a couple lings here, and start picking away at the building down here. What are you supposed to do? I guess you could pop out a Stalker at this point, but.
And he is getting a Stargate. I'm pretty sure at this point of the game, he can barely afford Void Rays with that.
He only has one. There's the second.
So I'm pretty sure he's going to be going Phoenix right now to do some harassment, maybe kill off.
That's a lot of lings.
The queen.
Holy
we
cow!
have a lot of lings coming.
And actually, we have 2 base Protoss coming up on 1 base Zerg here. So
we do have a proxy hatch on the bottom left. Very interesting. I don't know.
I don't really. On a map this size, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, to be honest with you.
Nothing wrong with it, but it also puts you in a disadvantage because you can't really secure it if something does happen.
As Zerg, it's hard to expand to secure an expansion anyway. Look at all the room here. They can't really wall off. You know, unless they want to put their tech buildings up there.
And we do see Void Rays coming in out, which for me is interesting because that's
This-
all his gas. I don't know if he'll be able to.
I think this many
afford that to
banelings are actually going to tear right through this.
And we do, and the cannons are.
Oh yeah, those
all
lings
the
are,
banelings.
can just run right in there. This is going to be very detrimental for Broseidon here. Very nice play by Rayrad. Oh,
And
my
I would not
goodness.
attack with those probes because those probes are going to go down against that many
Where
elites.
are the stalkers?
What is the stalker doing? He needs
What are
to,
the zealots doing? What is he doing?
And why is he mining? He is. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He
jeez.
lost more probes than he should have. So
He lost all his probes right there. He does finish the wall off, and it looks like he's gonna go take apart this expansion
he needs
now.
to not attack with his probes and just run away. He cannot afford to lose all that.
There we go. We get him in the minerals, or in the photon cannons. Finally, a decent decision. We only have about five lings left here, but still, they're going to town on that pylon.
And those lings will be taken out at the cost of so many probes that
Yeah, how
should
many
not have been
units
lost.
did he lose right there? Units lost. Oh my goodness.
25. If we go to the units lost tab, which I think is
Is
units
units
killed.
killed. Control R.
I thought that's what it was. Workers killed
He's
19.
lost 19 units. Holy
19
cow.
workers.
I would say that Rayrad is in a very secure position.
But
at
he
this
did
point.
lose 20 Zerglings, which is about the same
Ooh,
price.
Zerglings.
They lost about the same amount of minerals, but
But he
probes
didn't
are way.
destroy his economy in doing that either.
If we look at the income now, income for Zerg players about 200 higher, 300 higher. So
We do have this Void Ray coming
Yeah.
out. It's going to do some harassment to these lings. If I were that Void Ray, I'd go Overlord hunting.
we are seeing spore crawlers come out for Rayrad, which he did spot the Stargate, so he is in a good
Well, you
position
saw
now.
the Overlord, the Void Ray is what killed all those lings.
And Hydra's coming out too, which
Yeah,
is very deadly. Until you get Colossus, it's very deadly against Protoss. You do see the Phoenix is coming out, which against those Hydras, I would
I
stop
think
with
he's
the.
trying to do some queen harassment at this point, but with that many void spine crawlers and spore crawlers and queens and everything, it's not happening. He needs to go Overlord hunting. You know, at this point, it's going to be really hard for Rayrad to defend his Overlords without keeping them there right on top of his base.
And at this point, I think the Zerg player should start expanding like crazy. He took out so many of the resources from the Protoss player, and he's just probing up right now just to get that all back, and so he can just expand like crazy right now.
Well, I would be cautious about expanding against such, scouting units such as the Void Ray and Phoenix. But yeah, I agree. He needs to do something. Grown up, expand. Looks like this Zergling might get toasted. No, never mind. Might get toasted by
And
the Void
he
Ray.
is looking for the expansion. He does not
Yeah.
see it at all. He's wondering if the Zerg player is just one, but we see it. We do see a Nidus network coming down.
Oh my goodness, this is.
He's gonna do a
This is
night.
some very interesting gameplay by Rayrad here.
And where is? I don't see where the Overlord is. Where he's gonna plant that.
Yeah, he
Nidus.
lost that scouting Overlord.
So I don't know what he's gonna do.
He's not grabbing speed or anything yet. Well, I don't know.
Let's see what
He
he
might
does.
use some lings, but this has been completely walled off at this point.
And getting up his gateways. Are
Got
those?
3 more gates coming up, so he's transitioning into a 4 gate. That that Stargate opening did absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
to,
all it's doing is giving him scouting. He did not scout that
Still
bottom.
fully functional.
And it does
and-
have Spore Crawler, so if he does
Yeah.
scout it, he won't be able to do any damage to it really. So seeing a push go out for
See a
Rayrad right now.
Couple Zerglings here might get sniped off by this
They are getting taken out, putting those stalkers on the high ground, which is very smart. It's gonna
forward positioning. I always agree
He's gonna
with.
take out a couple lings.
Poor things.
Very nice. If I was Rayrad, I'd just a loss is a
Right,
loss, so I
there
would
we
take
go.
those back to his base.
And there's the Overseal. That's how he's gonna get that Nidus network in the base.
And he is gonna put it in the dark. I don't think he has any. Oh, he has vision with the assimilator. I would go around the south side over on the bottom. So
I don't know.
I don't know what.
He might be going for contaminate.
And
it
he
is.
does
And
see
it
the
is in
Nidus.
vision.
He does see it, and will he respond fast enough? He does have guys moving out. I believe those are Phoenix
Oh,
and
boy.
Void Ray. And I don't know if he sees it. Does he see it? He's seeing it. He is bringing guys up right now.
There we go.
And it will not be an effective
But
Nidus.
there go the units. He probably stopped about half the wave, but
not a success. That was not very smart.
Great attack. Looks like he might lose that Overseer now.
Yeah, if you look down here on the south side, I'd rather have
him drop off over here, but
drop off over there.
That gotta attack now mentality. He's gonna lose that Overseer as well. Anyway,
it's a very unsuccessful attack going into Spire now and still not expanding. The Zerg should expand. He wants to be more bases.
He wants
than
to
the
be on more bases. They are pulling both pulling quite a few minerals at this point. Pulling quite a bit of gas as well.
So Zerg player I think is in the lead right now, but he is slowly losing that lead to the fact that he's not expanding.
Because he's not on 3 bases yet. You have a bunch of Lings coming out.
Securing the Zelnaga Tower, very nice. And just getting scouting, and
I don't know if I agree
still
with
does
this.
not see that south expansion.
Yeah. We have
Building
another
lots of
expansion
banelings.
coming down now, finally.
And he's building these expansions in very hard to defend places.
I don't know if I agree with Rayrad's unit choice. It was very effective early game, but with all that air support now, and Hydralisks being so ineffective off creep, they're more like towers than they are units off creep.
And these units will...
Looks like we're going to see a scout.
They are going to see it, and they do see the base. So are they going? I wonder if they are going to
fly
go for an
by,
attack.
maybe lose one.
And he did an attack move, which if you're just scouting with the Phoenix, you do not want to do an attack move.
They're not that. Yeah, they're well. With 3 Void Rays, I bet you there's not enough defense here.
Well, if you just I don't know.
It would be close. Either way, lift that queen
He is
up.
making another Spore Crawler at that base, so and getting Corruptors out. Good response to just.
He needs to lift that queen up and focus down that queen. Stop focusing on the. There we go.
And that
queen's toast.
And the Spore Crawler does kill off the
Phoenix. Yes.
And that Spore Crawler doing a lot of damage. This other Spore Crawler is not in range right now. I would move those back.
Void Rays
still
are
not in
fully
range.
charged. They're going to start doing a lot of damage really fast. We have a major confrontation here at the front, though. Looks like those Banelings can't get inside, though. Loses most of those Zealots, but those Hydralisks are going to start shredding these gateway units.
And they are doing so much damage right now. Nice micro back to get away from that cannon range.
But they're off creep.
And they are off creep, so stutter step micro is not effective at all.
Especially as Hydralisks, because everything else is faster.
Those Zealots can just catch up with you.
He needs to start peeling units here.
And he is pulling drones off of the south expansion right there.
Yeah, that one
is
toast. Focusing down larva, that's awesome.
And he is making them into those Hydras will come out and kill all those Void Rays if he does not move those Void Rays. That's a lot of Hydras.
Trying to focus down an egg. Have you ever seen an egg get killed?
I've seen a few get killed. And those Broodlings are being very effective. And there goes a Spore Crawler.
Those Void Rays are toast.
And those Void Rays are going to go down very easily. And
time to go.
2 of them get taken down, and 3 almost get taken down.
Yeah. We haven't seen any creep spread by Rayrad here, which is probably why that attack didn't do as well as it did. He engaged so hard off creep with all those Hydralisks, which are probably the most creep dependent unit in the game besides queens.
It's not like we're seeing poor creep spread. We're just not seeing any creep spread. So you need to see, especially if you're going against a Protoss play, you really, really want that creep spread because
you need that mobility advantage.
Protoss players really ball up their army, and you just need to get that surround on. And he does have that Colossus out, so. And is he doing Hive Tech? He got the Infestation Pit. I don't know if he's going to get Infestors or if he's going to get Hive Tech.
Looks like I don't know. He's not doing anything with the Infestation Pit.
I'm pretty sure he wants to go Broodlords, which I think would be smarter just to keep the Corruptors for all those Void Rays, all the Phoenixes, and all the Colossi as well. So.
Looks like we're seeing a lot of forces move out on Rayrad's side, though. That bottom expansion loss was pretty detrimental, though.
That was a pretty big loss, and he does need to expand again. So, and we do
Looks
see
like
this push coming out very.
Those Corruptors are going to be pretty aggressive here, though.
He needs to cancel those banelings before he just loses them all, because he's going to lose all those banelings.
He needs to focus down those corruptors first, though. He doesn't want to lose those to the Colossi.
And this is looking all the way good for the Protoss player.
Oh yeah.
And those
Hydralisks are going to get melted as well. Thermal Lance is up, which means those Colossi are well out of range.
And we're still on 2 bases, so I think this is going to be GG for the Zerg player. He cannot macro enough. He does not have enough bases and enough income.
Well, look at how poorly Broseidon is spending his money at this point. He's sitting at 3,000 minerals and 1,000 gas.
You look at the food, 51 food for Rayrad and 127
Still
for...
droning up.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
And does he know about that? He does not know about that
expansion. He doesn't know about that
expansion.
expansion.
But
so
he will know about it pretty soon, so...
Oh, looks like he's just going down here to finish this off, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, why doesn't he go to the main?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Because he wants to give his opponent a chance to repopulate. Looks like he's going to do some scouting here.
And he does see that base. He is on the high ground, so the sport crawler will not be able to see anything.
Doing really well sniping that thing down as well. Looks like this Queen is in quite a bit of trouble as well.
And the Voider is almost fully charged. That's going to do so much damage.
He's going to...
He doesn't want to lose that charge.
He's doing excellent micro keeping that charge active, actually. And he's doing very well with this the Colossi split
and he's
right
keeping
there.
up the reinforcements in the middle of the map, just coming down. There's the GG by Rayrad. Rayrad was in a great position at first, but he did not expand, and he just kept macroing up an army. He could have expanded and just...
I think his unit composition was pretty choicey as well. He had Zerglings, and they're great for map control and everything, and harassment, but the Protoss wasn't doing anything other than just staying in his base.
And earlier on, that big confrontation, the biggest one we had, probably the only one we had, he started making all his Zerglings into Banelings. He could have, and his unit composition was Stalker and Colossi, so he could have just kept those Zerglings, and that would have done way more damage.
I think they would have melted to the Stalkers, or the Colossi.
They would have, but they would have been more spread out, so it would have
more
taken
than anything,
longer.
I think it would have taken fire off the Hydralisks. But there weren't enough Corruptors, and there weren't
not enough creep spread, not enough bases,
and there weren't any roaches.
When he did expand, he expanded pretty far away from his base, and so that's his natural when he put this second base down on the very bottom. Left. He couldn't defend it at all because he had no creep spread to it, so his Hydras could not run all the way back.
He did have a Nidus network, and he could have used that for spread, but it wasn't happening.
Nidus networks are very helpful if you just use them as defensive play instead of only offensive, because his offensive Nidus network did not work.
No, I agree with the Nidus play. It was a great harassment technique. But like you said, he stuck it in the wrong spot, and then he built it, used it once, and left it, which isn't very effective.
Yeah, he could have used it up here on this top corner. I don't know if I think that was high enough to where he could have seen it, or down here before all these pylons were all placed. And that would have been very deadly. And Broseidon was getting up a third, so even if he were to defend this big army coming in, he still would have been in a horrible position. Because if you look at the composition, 23 drones to 72 probes.
That's my goodness, that's terrible.
That's very bad.
Anyway, this is Phobos.
And this is Gent.
If you enjoyed this replay, you can send in your own to BronzeLeaguePerspective@hotmail.com.
Any feedback is very helpful as well, so just tell us what you think.
Follow us on Facebook. Let us know that way too. We update it and check it very regularly. Regularly.
Regularly.
Actually. Anyway, we'll see y'all later.
Peace out.